Okay, so tell us who you are and a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
Okay, my name is Tiedeman and I am from the United States, born in Wisconsin and spent the last little bit in Colorado. I am here in Guatemala. I've got a business called Viva Adventures and just starting out after 2 years finishing up here in the Peace Corps in Guatemala.
Very good. Now, tell us about Viva Adventures. Where did you come up with the idea? How did you get the idea for Viva Adventures, and what is Viva Adventures' mission? Or tell us a little bit more.
Okay, so Viva Adventures, basically I got the idea being down here in Guatemala the last 2 years. I spent over 8 years in the United States working in the resort industry in Steamboat Springs, Colorado and Park City, Utah. And being here in Peace Corps, I worked in a coffee and macadamia farm and kind of teaching them the tourist industry, how to attend to international guests. And when my parents came down and my friends came down to visit me, I saw a huge opportunity. Basically, while they were here, I kind of guided them around the country and showed them the best of, and realized that without me, they would have been lost. They didn't speak Spanish. They didn't know how to negotiate the road system, the buses, security situation, all of this stuff. And I kind of realized I found a little niche. I said, hey, you know, I could do this. With my experience I've got in tourism, fulfilling this little role, I saw a huge opportunity here.
Very cool. So it really evolved from several things. Your experiences in Colorado and hospitality industry.
Exactly.
Then the Peace Corps and working at a... Now tell us a little bit more about the Peace Corps experience, because that's pretty interesting as well.
Okay, sure. So the Peace Corps, what I did the last 2 years, I was on a community-owned coffee and macadamia farm. Here they're called fincas, and we sold organic coffee and macadamia. And what had happened is that the old owner went bankrupt, and so this community worked together with a non-government organization to put together a loan procedure to buy the finca and work in a 12-year system to take ownership. And so the old house, they converted into an eco-hotel. So I taught them how to attend clients, how to prepare food in a hygienic manner, how to set up tours, how to go out and market, get these clients. And so that was my Peace Corps experience, and I just finished that up actually, and now I'm starting in with the business.
Very good. Now, in 5 years or 10 years, where do you see Viva Adventures? What do you see it evolving into or growing into?
Yeah, Viva Adventures, I foresee, I would like to sell all of Central America and Mexico. And I'm focusing on more adventure tourism. The sports such as surfing, canopy, swimming with sharks, deep sea fishing, anything that basically involves getting out there and being active while on vacation. And so my 10-year plan is eventually own a piece of land by the beach and set up a couple of bungalows and have, you know, a small hotel on the beach, but then run the agency out of that. And so I'm on a scouting mission actually looking for that spot. But within 10 years I'll have that set up and then running the agency out of that location then.
Now Central America is a very fascinating place. I mean, here we are, I think we're at about 6,000 foot or 5,000 foot, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's similar to Denver,
Exactly.
Mile High. Are you looking more on the Pacific side, or are you looking more on the Caribbean?
Well, I'm going to be focusing on the coast of both countries. So
Okay.
the Pacific and the Caribbean. The Pacific will be more of like the surfing and the volcanoes, and the Caribbean side will be more of your deep sea fishing, your snorkeling, your scuba diving, swimming with sharks, that type of thing. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm going to hit up both coast sides.
Very neat, very cool. What makes you stand out? In other words, let's say that I have a group of people, we want to come someplace in Central America. Why would I choose you versus one of, say, 50 or 100 other people that represent themselves similarly?
Sure. Well, I would say you choose me, first of all, from my experience living down here. I live on site. I live in Central America. Right now I'm living here in Antigua, Guatemala. I will set everything up from basically door-to-door service. So when people get into the airport, there's no messing around. I'll be there with transportation services ready to pick you up. And I'm also focusing on finding those spots that are out of the way that you'd only know about if you had a friend in the country. I'm basically like your friend in the country. You know, I'll get you to the best spots, the spots that haven't been seen, the spots that aren't crowded, that aren't your typical, you know, tourist scene. So you'll really find some unique spots. You'll get to know the local culture. We're going to interact with the locals, really focusing on sustainable travels and focusing on those principles. So, you know, come with me and I'll show you the best there is.
All right. I guess the last question I have for you is, what's the biggest challenge in starting your own business that you've faced so far that you foresee maybe in the near future?
Okay. Biggest challenge I would say is just you know, marketing, that's the biggest thing. There is, like you just said, it is a competitive market, and you have to try to get the facts out there, why you are different, why someone should choose you, and put their hard-earned dollars into your trust to show you the best experience that there is out there. So, you know, that's the biggest thing, but with some great networking, with some great marketing tools, you know, you can definitely make that happen, so it's not impossible.
Great. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.